think's going to win this thing today?
That's a great question. I think there are a lot of impressive golfers on our team. I think Josh Harris is up there. I think Keenan plays a lot of golf, and I think Kenneth Murray might be a sneaky competitor out there today.
Should they all be grateful that you're not playing today?
No, if I was out there today, it wouldn't be good for me. So, they're in safe hands. They're going to play well. So I'm looking forward to watching those guys today.
Not at this event, but you've hit a hole-in-one before, right, last year?
I have with Keenan and Mikey Spanos, actually. So I've got some pretty good people to, approve of my story and say that they were there to see it happen. So,
What was that like?
It was pretty surprising. I was playing pretty poorly that day, and so I was about to give up on golf and ended up hitting a good shot, saw it going, and Keenan and I sprinted down the fairway, and Mikey was like, "You guys better be careful," and it was a fun day.
Justin, speaking of Keenan, were you in the room when Brandon Staley put the video on of him and the Masked Singer?
I was. I think that was maybe our welcome back, meeting, and I'm not surprised at all. He's an incredibly talented guy. I kind of had a feeling that it was him. I had seen some of the clips earlier. I knew he had a great voice, so it was pretty impressive to watch.
Assuming you haven't been able to play any golf this offseason with the rehab?
I have unfortunately not been able to play. It doesn't look like I'll be able to play golf this year. It's been tough, but it's a sacrifice that I'm willing to make, and I'll be ready to go next year.
What's it mean to support the good cause today?
It's awesome. The Chargers have done such a great job in this community, and especially this community has given us so much. And so for them to be able to give back and help out, it means a lot to have all these guys show up and give their support. So, as many as 40, 50 guys that come out here, it's great to see them.
Brandon said that contract negotiations with you are ongoing. Is there any other update or any other way you would describe what's going on?
I wish I could give an update. I don't think much has changed since we last spoke. I've got complete faith in the Chargers organization, and they've done such a great job of taking care of us. And my message really hasn't changed. It's been an honor to be a part of this team. It's great to come to events like this, and whatever happens, and it's out of my control at this point.
Would you be okay playing this season without a new deal and going into next offseason, getting it done then?
That's a good question. I think that's something that you have to address and you have to think about. My job at this point is just to play quarterback and to be the best leader, quarterback, teammate that I can be. And so I'm doing everything I can to rehab, get back, make sure my shoulder's ready for this season.
Justin, how have you been able to just kind of assess where you've gone from where you started to where you are right now, as much as a quarterback and as a leader as well?
Yeah, I think you have to be honest with yourself. You have to take a look at the past 3 years and realize, what we've done well, what we need to do better, and you have to be critical. And it's not personal. It's it's business, and it's to get better. And there are a lot of things that we'd love to fix from last year, things that we can get better at. And so we've spent a lot of time this offseason addressing those. And so there's still a lot of room for improvement for us. We've got a talented team, and I'm really looking forward to the challenge.
What have you addressed personally as far as this being better and making sure that you're available and ready?
Yeah, I think forward mechanics have been huge too, especially dealing with a rib and a shoulder injury. I think making sure that you're ready and throwing the ball like you want to. I think that's been huge this offseason, and not pushing it too far to your setbacks or anything like that. And so being smart, getting rehab done, and making sure that I'm ready to go come July.
How are you feeling physically?
I feel a lot better. The shoulder is holding up. Been able to lift quite a bit more, conditioning. So picking up more, especially upper body wise. So it has been tough. It's been unlike any other offseason for me, but you have to find a way to make it work.
How close are you to sort of being back in team drills? We've seen you obviously throwing routes against air, but are you thinking you'd probably sit out team drills in OTAs and maybe get back in training camp, or what's the plan?
No, I think the plan this week is to play in 7-on-7, be able to throw and kind of have some of those live reps. I know the doctors were a little worried about the fast twitch motion of being able to react and making sure everything's stable. Working on hand and offs, the shoulder's still working through that stability. So there's been a lot of improvement, but still being cautious and making sure that we're ready to go come July when it's most important.
Justin, how do you build from the adversity from last year? How do you sort of make that work for you in a positive way?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think you have to learn from it. Adversity is a great teacher, and we've been through a lot of it. Whether it's injuries, whether it's losses, you have to learn from it. And if you don't learn from it, I think you're wasting those opportunities. And for us last year, it didn't go our way. And no one feels worse than we do out there. But I know the guys have showed up this offseason. They've given such a great effort. So for us to be back out there, everyone's looking forward to the challenges here.
Justin, DeAndre Hopkins is a free agent now, and he recently was asked who quarterbacks he'd like to play for in reference to you. I don't know if you heard that, and what does that mean, a player like that?
I've got a lot of respect for him. You know, I actually met him this past offseason. It's really cool for him to say that. You know, I think that's really high praise. I've got a lot of respect for him, and so to hear that, you know, that's really cool. You know, I think that decision is kind of out of my pay grade. That's for the front office to make. You know, he's obviously a very talented special player. He's had so much success in the league over, you know, countless years. So I'm excited to watch him wherever he goes.
Where did you meet him?
It was actually a fishing tournament in Miami.
He was part of that.
He was part of it, so I got to meet him and a bunch of other guys, so it was really cool to be part of.
With you being limited physically, are you taking on more mentally now? Especially, I guess, as Kellen comes in with the new offense?
Yeah, I think that's definitely a big part of it. Is if you're not able to do everything physically out there, you have to make sure that you're getting everything in the film room and the meeting rooms, and being able to pick up the offense. And Kellen's been great so far. You know, I've really enjoyed working with him and the rest of the coaching staff. Doug Nussmeier as well. They're very smart. You know, they're great guys as well. So this year's been fun, and I'm looking forward to working with them.
We've seen a lot of Easton in practice. What have you seen from him so far?
Yeah, he's done a great job. You know, Easton has been solid for as long as I've been here as well. He's a great teammate, great guy who works really hard. You know, he's in great shape now, and he's really throwing the ball well out there. So it's been fun to watch. I'm looking forward to getting back out there and maybe taking some of those reps. So you know, he's been a good guy to hang out with too.
Justin, thank you.